Hello friends, this is Christian Wiese. I wanted to talk to you today about purpose and will. Um, an example, I met somebody in a chat room who complained that she was very successful in reducing her weight when she puts herself on a diet. But at the moment when the goal is reached, she once again adds the weight. And I said to her, well, maybe the will is playing tricks on you in the sense that when you will yourself towards the goal of reaching your ideal weight, you are very happy, you are very motivated, you enjoy how every other week the weight is dropping. But the moment when you stop and have reached your goals, then in a sense there is an inner restlessness, an inner void that reminds you that something is still amiss. So the will minds that it has nothing to do. A similar example, a friend who's a little bit older than me complained the other day that he failed at retirement. I asked, what exactly do you mean? And he said, well, I have all the money to spend. It's not about the money. I have the time, obviously, to do whatever I want, but I feel something is missing. I need to do something. He actually found a solution. He volunteered, first without pay, and then later started something together with friends, a business endeavor. But still, I, after talking to him, thought to myself, do you really change anything? Don't you face the same problem 5 or 10 years down the road? Eventually, you will retire. So what is the solution? Well, the solution is spiritual in nature. It's absolutely fine to go after what is meaningful to us. That's what the life coaches help you to accomplish. A famous example of the power of willpower is, of course, Michael Jordan, who said, you must expect great things of yourself before you can do them. In other words, you create that image of who you know you are, and then you go after your goals. That is the power of will. As the saying goes, where there's a will, there's a way. The second part in that evolution, and it's really an evolution, there's absolutely no wrong or right there, it's just where we are in our life stage. The second level is the spiritual level. When we start questioning, what is that will really? What is that you, that image that we have of ourselves? Is it real? And we start opening up to a higher force that guides us. And I think that stage is very nicely summarized by Catherine of Siena. That is a mystic who lived in Italy in the medieval times. So she says, be who God meant you to be, and you will set the world on fire. So the idea here is that we all have a purpose, that spirituality can help us finding this purpose, and as we do, we find serenity, we find peace of mind, because we feel embedded in that higher power. Still, a lingering question is, why exactly do we need to set the world on fire? Why are we after that purpose? So isn't there still an inner imbalance, an inner craving to do something? Isn't the final stage just being? Sometimes being at rest, sometimes doing something, but in a sense never ever feeling the desire to be of importance or the need to have purpose. We have purpose because we are. That is really the final state of the spiritual evolution. And I think that was nicely summarized by an experience that Eckhart Tolle had after his big breakthrough. He said he was just sitting for months on a park bench doing absolutely nothing, just watching people and enjoying himself, enjoying that new state of just being. And I do believe it's a final state, but of course the question is how to get there, and until we get there, until we able to dissolve that driving force that we have, that inner disquiet that somehow we try to plaster over with activities, until then we need to have purpose, we need to do something, and that's absolutely okay. I actually have a very nice conclusion to the talk. Again, my friend surprised me. I had written up that observation about will and purpose and had sent it to him. And he came back to me after reading it and said, I've already again shifted my perspective. And I said, what is it now? And he said, I want to be like Bob. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, I've met that sailor. He's 90 years old. Every summer he takes his boat and sails up to Canada. I want to be like him. I do think it's a higher state of being where we are with the sea. We enjoy being with nature. I think my friend is still driven, but that's quite all right. Some of us are driven. So I just wanted to share it. I do believe there's a natural progression where we better understand what our will and our self-image is all about, and that craving for purpose suddenly becomes natural purpose, the purpose of just being. All right, I hope you enjoyed this talk. Until next time, bye.